Welcome back to Fighter Fork, and I am at a mate's farm today. He's invited us here for a bonfire, so 10 out of 10, going to be a good night.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck! That's a bit more petrol than diesel. I've never had a bad night around a bonfire. Not true. Had a bad night once around a bonfire. We started a bushfire. I didn't start it, someone else did. Anyway, bonfire was very big, like 100 acres big. Whoops. Anyway, we're not going to do that tonight. We're down there by the lake, and it should be great. But before then, I wanted to cook something stupid. Now, when I say stupid, I mean this shouldn't be a thing. I don't think it's an issue with the meal. I think it's an issue with the name. French tacos makes no sense to me. Tacos are tacos, and what I'm about to make looks nothing like a taco, and it looks exactly like a burrito with weird ingredients, and I want to see if they're any good. If they are, I'll let you know, but I've got no horse in this race, dog in this race. I've got no skin in this game. I don't care if they're not good. This is an experiment. So let's see what all the fuss is about. And to start that, we're going to do some chicken. Went to the butcher, and the same butcher I always buy, he's just like next to the supermarket. He's not a very good butcher, to be honest. Just a very small one. And every time I walk up, he's like, skin on or skin off chicken thighs. And I'm like, all right, this is getting over the top. He knows what I want every time. So yeah, skin on is the answer, always. If you're wondering what these are, by the way, these are Outback Cleanups sacks, OCA sacks, OCA, Outback Cleanups Australia. And they're made from recycled shade sail offcuts. And all the profits go to Outback Cleanups Australia. And I love them. I have two of them, one for recycling, one for hard. And they're great. Oh, I didn't turn my water pump on. Diesel hot water. Cannot go past it. All right. Now I want to season this to make it tasty. So I'm going to use some of my own Harry fried chicken seasoning, because you can use this on grilled chicken. We're not frying this, we're just grilling it. So you just use it like any kind of a barbecue rub. Try not to breathe it in. This is not spicy, because I don't believe this meal is supposed to be a spicy one. I'll probably add a little bit of chili because I like it. You're pretty generous, lots on the skin. You have to remember, don't apply this like you would salt. Breathe it in, good. Yeah, you don't apply this like you would salt. You apply it like you would garlic. That can go off to the side. Actually, I'll just chuck it straight in here. Just going to grill it in a little travel brie. You always want your chicken, your meat, if you're not filling the whole brie, you always want it at the front of the brie or on one side. And that just makes it easier to get to have it over a certain part of the fire. If you've got like one here, it's hard to get that grilling at the same rate because fires have hot spots and cool spots. And yes, I have just left a scar on this guy's beautiful grass, but it's a working cattle farm and it's 700 acres. That loss of grass, they'll be okay. He doesn't mind. I've got permission. Okay. Sauce. Let's make a sauce. Now, apparently they use this stuff called an Algerian sauce. And I don't know what that is, but I've kind of looked into it a little bit. And it's kind of like a cross between a burger sauce and like a spicy sauce. I'm just going to make it up. So I'm just going to put some stuff in together. With some Dijon mustard. Pretty good slog of that. We'll call that tablespoon and a half. And then we'll go, say, tablespoon of Kewpie mayo. Little tiny bit of sweet pickle juice. Now, Usually use like a relish, but pickles sliced up are a relish. So I'm just going to slice up pickles really fine. Now the reason I'm doing this first is because this needs to, the longer this sits, the better it'll taste. Probably needs salt right about now. A bit more mayo. Chuck a little bit of sriracha in there. Teaspoon of sriracha. That's pretty good actually. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It needs one thing though, actually. I would usually use white onion for this, but you can substitute most onions and shallots and stuff. I'm gonna keep that out actually. You want to dice this finely. This will give it a bit of tang. That's a pretty good sauce. Pretty pleased with that. Now, pickled onions, because I love pickled onions in pretty much anything. The way I do my pickled onions, you can do it however you want, is a little bit of pickle juice, some red wine vinegar. These little sealed oxo things are so good. Salt, pepper, and a tiny bit of sugar, like half a teaspoon of sugar sort of thing. Then just leave that, let it get to know each other. And I think it's time to make a start on the chips. Because yes, this thing has chips in it, which is awesome. Okay, little Osprey trivet. Put my pan on. Get my smallest pan, little 8-inch one. Probably a cup of oil. It's a good thing about small pans is you don't need crazy amounts of oil to shallow fry things. So that's probably a cup. You can chuck these in from cold, just frozen. I guess in this case we should call them French fries. Do the French call them French fries? No, I'm sure they just call them chips. It's just Americans who call them French fries. I'm going to call these French taco fries then. I'm going to make a couple of these because I'm going to reheat one for dinner. Touch more oil so it's all getting a bit of contact. There we go. All right, I think we can also start grilling our chicken. So, just gonna use a little travel brie, make myself a kind of a medium heat bit. And always start skin side down. So we're waiting for that. Traditionally, these things don't have anything fresh in them, and I don't like that. I really do want something fresh in mine. So I'm gonna have a little bit of cucumber. It's not really that much cucumber, is it? Just give that a quick wash. Whoa! That's problem solved. So we'll dice this big boy up. Now sometimes you might have fried chicken in this. They do a cordon bleu, which is like fried chickeny stuff, crumbed chicken. Yeah, anyway. With cheese and ham. Oh, look at that. Browning up beautifully. Man, tomatoes are rough at the moment. They're just not good. So I found the best ones I could. These nice little vine tomatoes. If you want to get the most flavour out of your tomatoes, cut them up, and if you possibly can, even a minute before you use them, salt and pepper, salt them. That will really bring out the flavour there. Completely different. Like a bit of pepper in mine. It's all coming together well. I'm going to use a bit of Gouda, but you can use cheddar or whatever. I just kind of felt like doing something different, and Gouda is one of their options. Yeah, so in France, these are a thing. They're fast food. And I don't know how I feel about it. I would try one. I'd go to, if I was in Paris, I would definitely go and buy one, see what all the fuss is about. I found out about them from Ethan Chabowski on YouTube, who's an amazing YouTuber. His food science experiments and stuff are just easy to understand, incredibly well thought out. He's, yeah, just completely different style to me. And I love that. I learned so much from him, but he was living in Paris and he did it. He made them. Oh, this is looking so good. Kind of want to check that oil temp though. Beautiful, 145. We can get that all the way up to 180. Oh, unreal. That chicken looks so good. Now let's see how the sauce is tasting after a bit of time. Yeah, it's good. That's good. Could actually do with a little touch of sugar. Maybe a teaspoon in there. Again, going based on other people's descriptions, so who really knows? Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's way better with sugar. It works really well with all the acid from the works well with the acid from the mustard and the pickles. Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. That's really leveled it up. Well, that chicken just looks unreal. That's the skin side. It's like crispy. So if you didn't use my seasoning on this, I would use just like make it a garlic chicken. So garlic, oil, salt, pepper, maybe a bit of chili, maybe even peri peri, that kind of thing. I think that will work quite well. Oh yeah. You know what else I need? Not need. Feel like. I'm not driving anywhere. Well, I am actually, it's not true. I'm driving there, which is about all the way around, 150 metres. Okay. Whew. It's like actually quite crispy from the skin. And really tender because it's nice and thin, and because I always use thigh fillets. Red stuff, green stuff. Cheese stuff. Sauce. Some chippies. Oh, whoa, that missed my foot. Yes. Yep, Fred got some chips. Pretty sure I'm overfilling these, but that's all right. Gotta salt your chips. This looks amazing already, to be honest. I'd be stoked to eat this as is, but I'm gonna go one step further. Melt all that cheese. French tacos, maybe we're onto something. I just don't understand why they don't just say it's a burrito. It's clearly a burrito with chips. I think they call that like a California style burrito. Oh man. I'm just gonna hope it kind of sticks to itself. I'm gonna forget the ends because it's gonna be too hard. You could maybe use some aluminium foil or something to try and keep this a bit better enclosed, but we'll suck it and see. Oh, these are ridiculous. Now, as usual, I did forget to do something, which was put the onion in, but that's fine, I can do that. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't see how it could be bad. Now, look, I should have used a bigger burrito or used two or something so I could get it all sealed up and get the cheese to melt a bit more. Lesson learned. But definitely time for a cross section and some gratuitous B-roll. Okay. I can't see how this is going to be bad. That's excellent. That's a really good burrito. And it doesn't taste anything like a burrito. It's just a good toasted wrap that the French thought of with chips. Oh, the chips are so good. Interestingly, doesn't go as well with beer as I thought. I thought this would kill it with beer. It's good, but I thought it would be like 20 out of 10, and it's very good, but it's not. It's 7.5. Well, that was excellent. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, make them. They're good. I get it. They shouldn't be called French tacos, though. They should be called toasted things. I don't know. Like a good kebab.